Hey CC Squad, so in today's video I'm gonna start off by applying this glue to my head. This is the Ghost Bond glue, and let me just tell y'all, like, the braids underneath, I felt like the more braids the merrier. I felt like if I had bigger braids, of course you would like see that it's giving wiggy. So I wanted it to be kind of flat. I wanted it to look like it's on my head. I wanted it to look professional. I'm not a professional, but I wanted to give that professional vibe, and I feel like I'm a beginner, so I wanted to record myself to see if I can share with the girls the tutorial so they can, slay their hair too. So nextly, I just blended my foundation onto my cap. I did not show how I cut my cap because it just was unnecessary. I felt like it was too blurry to be trying to, look in the camera, look into the mirror. But I cut my cap, I blended it with foundation. It's super easy. And I definitely did have to make sure my foundation was dry. My glue was dry before I proceeded to the next step, because we don't want it to be tacky or anything like that. So make sure you are cleaning up your hairline after you apply that glue. Clean up that hairline. You don't want that tacky feeling after you install your wig, because that's how you know you didn't do everything properly. So as you guys can see, I'm just adjusting the wig to my head, and as you guys can see, it's giving very much so not natural at this point, but it's laying flat enough for me to not feel like it looks wiggy. Like, it was super, like, it fit my head well, and I feel like I have a big head, so I was so happy that my wig fitted and I didn't have to like do the most to make sure it was, I don't know, like, I didn't have to use no combs in the back. It just fit me like a glove. So nextly, I'm just trying to leave out a little baby hair. I'm not doing nothing crazy, I'm a beginner. I'm not a hairstylist, so I don't really even know what I'm doing. It's all an experiment, and that's what the fun thing about hair is. You just experiment, you learn, you grow. So, like, buy you some cheap wigs, some affordable wigs, and just experiment. Put on the YouTube tutorial and figure it out. It's not science. It's not rocket science. Okay? Like, applying wigs are super easy compared to braids, in my opinion. So y'all might need to lean in on this part of the video. Like, lean in, pay attention. So I'm playing, but for real though, like, pay attention, because this is the trick when it comes to making sure that glue is not tacky, making sure you're about to make sure it's melted after you apply the glue and all that stuff. I feel like this is a important step, which is applying your layers of glue, evening that glue out. And when I go in to blow dry this glue, I'm blow drying it on a cool setting, and I'm pretty much trying to count like 1-minute intervals around my like perimeter of my hair where I'm applying the glue. So remember what I just said. When you're applying your layer of glue, make sure you blow dry that layer of glue on a cold setting, on a cool setting. And you don't have to have super thick layers, because we're gonna layer this up. Like, I'm doing 3 layers on this wig, so I make sure it's not going nowhere. You can pull, you can tug, that wig is not going nowhere. Okay? So as you can see in this clip, that wig glue, that bolt hole glue, is super like invisible. It's just how I want it, but I'm gonna go ahead and add another layer because I don't want it to completely dry. So I'm adding another layer. So this might be my second layer, and I'm having 3 layers of glue because I really want this hair to hold, and I really want it to be like super durable, because you know, depending on if you're sweating outside, etc., you don't want your wig going nowhere. Like, that's so embarrassing. So I'm doing 3 layers, and I'm doing what you just saw. So just keep watching and comment down below if you do this method, or if you have a easier method. Let me know down below. Also, let me know what type of products you use to lay your wigs, because you know, I'm a beginner with this. So you might can help me with some constructive criticism in the comments down below. So as you can see, that glue is ready, and we're gonna go ahead and let that wig lay. And we're gonna just start working on laying this wig and slaying this wig. We're gonna melt this wig, and we're gonna do all the things to make this look more so less wiggy and more so giving. Cherry bomb red. So the thing that you're going to see in this video is, yes, this is a T-part wig, but it's like, it's not giving T-part wig to me. It's giving like cute. It's giving like, how much did you spend on your hair in the install? Like, you can buy some affordable options and not break the bank, because we're not there yet, you know, where we get wigs sent to us back to back, back to back, back to back. So I'm just living within my means, and I'm really just doing affordable options, whether that's a U-part wig, a T-part wig, half up, half downs, braids. I'm doing everything that's affordable where I can save money but still look cute. So don't think you got to spend $300, $400, $500, $800 on a lace front wig when you can really buy you a T-part wig. You're a beginner, so you can, you know, apply it yourself and not break the bank. So that's what I'm all about. If you want to see more videos like that, definitely tune in and stay like your notifications on. Keep your notifications on, because I have more videos coming like this where I'm just finding affordable options. Always wanted to do red, so here he goes, cherry red wig. Plus my man like it, so I'm like, I'm about to buy that wig and we about to see what it's giving. So I like it, and I'm definitely buying more. You deserve a man who will do it how you want it. All upon it, early in the morning. You deserve a man who will do it. So now the girls can see that I'm running my hot comb through my hair, and primarily through the roots and the hairline, because I really want to try to melt that, try to make it more so scalp. If it's not scalp, I'm making it flat. So as you can see from where I first put it on, it was giving wig, it was giving costume wig. But now I'm just really trying to get that flat as I can get it, and not bone straight, because I'm really just focusing on my roots. I will come in and go over the rest of my hair with a flat iron, but right now I really wanted that root to be down and to be as flat as possible. So the big reveal, the hair is laid. It's laid. It's laid and it's laid. As you guys can see, I'm not doing too much with the perimeter so far, like plucking and stuff like that. I didn't want to overly pluck because this is a T-part wig, and I feel like the more you pluck, the less hair, like, you know, like when you install hair, how it eventually is gonna bald, eventually the hair's gonna fall out. I don't got too much hair that I'm working with the T-part wig, so I didn't even want to play with plucking it, and I still feel like the overall end result was cool. Maybe next wig I can play with plucking, but this time I was just thinking to myself that I didn't have a lot of lace to work with because it's a T-part wig, and I didn't want to overly pluck and then I end up looking bald headed by my third install. So right now I'm just cutting the lace, and I ended up actually applying another layer of glue because I felt like it wasn't all the way laid how I wanted it to be. But if you want to go ahead and spray some got-to-be glue instead of using the Ghost Bond, go ahead and do that. But I think I was just really trying to lay it. I didn't want it to lift up at all due to sweating, due to water. I didn't want my wig to lift up, so I went ahead and used the Ghost Bond. But the got-to-be glue definitely would have laid it down and melted it the same, like it would look the same. So if you want to do that, but I did not do that. So I just wanted to add that how I'm cutting my lace is not in any particular way. I just tried my best to try to do zigzags as I'm cutting across, like, but I'm not doing it in a pattern. I'm just trying to do it kind of rough, kind of unseen. You can't see a straight line across my scalp because I feel like when you're just cutting straight across, that's giving wig. That's giving, she got a lace front on. She don't know what she's doing type of vibes. But I'm telling you, I was really trying to give professional, like I got my hair done at the professionals, but I didn't. And I think I did a good job, but towards the end, if you definitely wanted to apply a little foundation, go ahead and do that, and I think your hair will be laid. But for me, I didn't even try that right now. So I definitely wanted to keep this part of the video in because I feel like we're not perfect. I'm not a professional stylist. I don't be putting on wigs and stuff like that. I feel like I'm a beginner. So I wanted to record myself from start to finish and to see where I messed up and to see what I can do better. And looking at it, maybe I should have applied the wig a little sooner instead of letting it completely dissolve and become more transparent. But it's cool, it's cool. So I ended up putting the layer of glue all over the perimeter. Then I just wrapped it up and let it air dry because at that point my arms were tired. So after applying my final layer of glue, y'all are about to see the final product. Like, I feel like I really did lay this for a beginner. Like, it's giving, I'm gonna keep saying it, it's giving scalp. Look at that, like, look at that hairline. It looks so clean, it looks so just effortless, and it's giving professional for me. So one of the things that I did upon taking that off is just making sure I go in with a flat iron and a pressing comb and making sure I'm melting that lace. So it might hurt a little bit trying to get super close to the scalp, but that's literally how you melt it. So right there, it did hurt. But I'm like, you know what? I'm about to hold it here. I want it to get hot. I want it to melt. And I want it to be more seamless. The extra step I could have took when I finished this was to, you know, just touch it up with a little foundation, which a lot of people don't tell you. They be using a little foundation, and they definitely be having filters on their videos. But you know what? I'm not a professional, so I'm not even mad at myself. So peep the way that I did my baby hairs. I'm not no expert, again, I'm not no expert, but I feel like I did okay with the baby hairs. Like first I had to go ahead and flat iron it or curl it. Then I just applied my little mousse so I can get it to the way I wanted to get it. And then after I applied my mousse to it to like give it its shape, I went ahead and put my edge control on there. And the final step after the edge control would have been to just apply the Got To Be spray. But I literally did not use Got To Be spray in this video yet. So that's one thing you guys have to keep in mind is when you're laying your baby hairs, how you want it to get its shape. I think the key factor is that mousse.
When I feel what I feel, sometimes it's hard to tell you so. You may not be in the mood to learn what you think you know. There are times when I find you wanna keep yourself from me. When I don't have the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see. You are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. If you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. Let me
And we have finished. This is the final product. This is the complete install. And yes, I'm actually happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.
Many things have taken place before this love affair began.